Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have KCB Rugby taking on the Daystar Falcons. What promises to be a great match, great sevens game. Daystar Falcons huddled. Manuel Opondo in your picture there, getting ready for kickoff. Manuel Opondo with that colored beard. Sporting that colored beard. Okay. Receiving are the Daystar Falcons. Ball is taken there by the Daystar Falcons. In isolation there, KCB smelling blood. Quickly taken there by Austin Sikutua. That's a penalty advantage, not 10 meters. Looking to tap is George Oro. Remember, George Oro has made his move from the Strathmore Leos. And going through, ladies and gentlemen, that is Jenkins Kipruto with a line break. KCB looking to score fast. Austin passing it out wide to none other than Festus Shiasi. It is try time, KCB. Festus Madi Tings Shiasi going over for the opening try for the bunkers. Emmanuel Opondo looking to add the extra 2. Well, just a bit of a question. Now that the king, Giorgio Oro, as you see the replay there, Smarty Things isolating Daystar Falcons defense, 1v1 smashing and grounding that ball in the try line. That is 5-0 for KCB. Would you say that now that the king, Giorgio Oro, has transferred from Strathmore Leos to KCB, he now becomes the king of the pride? Well, let me know what you think. But an opportunity there for Giorgio Oro to represent the bunkers. Co-captain of the National Sevens team. Most definitely will be adding a bit of experience to that KCB lineup. A formidable lineup there in your picture. Vincent Onyala, Elvis Olukusi, George Oro. Daystar Falcons fitting the scrum. Punching above their weight, obviously. Patrick on the outside channels. Well taken care of. They know who Patrick is. A tricky customer. Odongo Okongo, as is famously known across the globe. Daystar. Short ball there. Testing Olukusi and Onyala on the outside channels. Onyala going in for the counteract. Successful in that exploit. Floats the ball back to Elvis Olukusi. Elvis Olukusi well apprehended there by the Daystar Falcons, and a line break. Clear opportunity for the try line. And that is try time, KCB. You can see how they celebrate with Jenkins Kipruto. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a debut score for Jenkins, who goes over to open his tally for the bunkers as the conversion comes through, courtesy of Austin Sikutua. You can see there Vincent Onyala, not wasting time at the base of the rack, goes, picks the ball, catching the Daystar Falcons napping. KCB 12, Daystar Falcons 0. Arista travels the required 10 meters. Ball is lost backwards. Hint of a break there by the Falcons. Opportunity on the open side. Patrick takes the ball into contact and is well apprehended there by the KCB team. The referee is playing an advantage and blows the whistle for penalty, an advantage for being offside. Just wondering why Patrick would be caught in the middle of the pitch there with all the speed that he has. Well, the referee and the coaching there. Show and go there by Eddie Wambugu. But he is taken care of by Jenkins Kipruto. Clinton Amukwachi takes on Sikutua. Big carry there. Coming down the open side once again. Falcons. Nathan Sindoli. Sindoli is tackled, released, and a turnover ensues as KCB hunt for that ball. That is none other than Emmanuel Opondo. A fly half, but also a juggler on his day. You can see the player clearly tackled and released. KCB looking for touch. And finding the touch just halfway. KCB with a line-out throw. Fitting the line out successfully. Onyala to Festus. Tackled. Emmanuel. King Jojo Oro. Opondo. Jenkins. Onyala steps. That wicked inside step. Emmanuel Opondo peaks. Goes. Daystar Falcons will be doing so well with covering that base of the rack. And a knock on there. An opportunity for KCB. A dangerous opportunity, a scrum. In the middle part of the pitch. Splitting the defense both sides. On one side you have Austin Sikutu, Emmanuel Opondo. On the other side you have Emmanuel Opondo and Festus Shiasi, will be joined by number 9, Jenkins. Jenkins to Emmanuel offloads to King George, who knocks the ball forward. An advantage there for KCB and Patrick Odongo, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick, the jet shoes. Patrick the Flyer, broken play, try time, Daystar Falcons. All he needs is that small opportunity, that small gap, ladies and gentlemen. That is Patrick Odongo showing his class, showing his pace, and landing Daystar Falcons' response. As the conversion is unsuccessful, that is the halftime score. Patrick Odongo had a little bit of space, but he took a mile. You can see the facial expression there. Patrick knows he's home and dry. That's a try scorer par excellence. The halftime scores: KCB 12, Daystar Falcons 5. Kicking us off in this second half. Daystar Falcons are high-wristed. Well taken there by Clinton Amukwachi, but bundled into touch. Referee playing an advantage. Line out not straight, but the referee will be pulling back advantage. Advantage not gained there by the Daystar Falcons. Line out not straight. An option for either a line out or a scrum down. Many on the Daystar Falcon side will be opting for that scrum opportunity. Daystar Falcons feeding the scrum. Ombogo to Patrick. Patrick once again on the outside channels. Patrick, well apprehended there. Sindoli covering the rack, but the ball was open. KCB regained possession. Jenkins to Jojo Oro. Oro passing it, but the ball goes backwards. Referee allows play to continue, and that is a knock-on with the player being offside. But the referee will be awarding a scrum to KCB. Onyala gallops, passing it backwards. Jenkins on the attack. Vincent Onyala. The referee was playing an advantage initially to KCB, but KCB penalized for jumping the tackle. Dangerous play there by KCB. That's a penalty awarded to the Daystar Falcons. Eddie Wambugu finding touch. Duncan Olile coming in for the Daystar Falcons. And making his way off the pitch is Nathan Sindoli. Great line out technique there by the Daystar Falcons. Eddie jumping through the middle part of the pitch and passing it to the on-waiting Austin Sikutua and Patrick Odongo, having none of that. Austin Sikutua thought he had isolated one of the defenders, but Patrick Odongo tackles and earns the turnover for the Daystar Falcon side, showing the growth through playing for the Shujaa team. That is something you'd expect a National Sevens team player to do. Daystar. Eddie coming round, creating an overlap on the outside channels. And there you have it again, Patrick Odongo, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Clean pair of heels. Patrick is not that individual you give a small space. He will take a mile. Try time, Daystar Falcons. Falcons level up the scores. It is the Patrick Odongo show once again. Patrick going over for his second and making sure that they have the simplest of the conversion attempts. Eddie gets the extra 2 points and they take the lead. Daystar Falcons 14, KCB 12. Patrick there in your picture, just running them ragged. Give him an inch and you'll never see him. That is Patrick Odongo, ladies and gentlemen. An attempted Jojo Oro. Floyd Wabwire playing against his former side. Breaks the tackle. And it is try time, KCB. Floyd Wabwire breaking the line, leaving the two defenders on off their feet, punishing his former employers. Regains the lead for KCB as Jenkins Kipruto looks to add the extra 2 points. And over the bar it goes, KCB 19, Daystar Falcons 14. Beg your pardon, conversion went under the bar. KCB 17, Daystar Falcons 14. Well, that looked like a routine conversion. Hint of a high tackle there. Referee allows play to continue. Ball is knocked forward there. And on hand to receive is Festus Shiasi, who celebrates. It is try July, ladies and gentlemen. Festus Shiasi adding another try for KCB, extending their lead to KCB 22, Daystar Falcons 14. Davis Nyaundi adds the extra 2 points for the bunkers as Victor Odro, the center referee, signals for the end of that one. Full-time scores, KCB 24, Daystar Falcons 14. Well, that is experience that came to the fore there as Festus Shiasi and company got the points in the bag for KCB.